welcome to the Weekly News Show. My name is Jean-Marc Lejean, and today we have 7 items. So let's count it. Number 1, do you know Humvee? They're basically military-style tanks, where they're suing Call of Duty. That's right, the Humvee claims that Call of Duty reaped billions of dollars in revenues in using the Humvee trademark in their games without their consent. The Call of Duty series has topped 250 million units. A news outlet reports a revenue derived from it exceeded $15 billion. Both parties apparently discussed the issue privately for a year, but that didn't resolve it. So now they're in court, and we'll see how it shakes out. How do you feel about this issue? Do you think Humvee has a leg to stand on in this lawsuit? Do you think Call of Duty is going to get some of the sweet, sweet money that they've made year after year making these games? I think it's silly and kind of dumb. And I think Humvee just saw money and were like, no one's really buying us other than military corporations. Let's do Call of Duty, I guess. It's not like anyone plays Call of Duty for the Humvees. They're like, yeah, let's get in there and shoot people to death in our Humvees. Number 2, in more spending news, EA just bought out Respawn, the makers of Titanfall. That's right, Respawn is also making a standalone Star Wars game, and probably Titanfall 3, and another game that it's being silent about. So it's weird that EA bought it. It's a little bit scary, because when bigger corporations buy a game company, sometimes they'll dissolve it. Usually it's smaller game companies, and hopefully Respawn is big enough, but Respawn pretty much said, well, we needed the extra help that EA would give us in joining their company. So, you know, people like Titanfall, I guess, so we'll see what happens. Did you know that LA Noire is getting remastered? And it's coming out soon. Not only is it coming out soon, but they changed something on it. Instead of it saying truth, doubt, or lie, it says good cop, bad cop, or accuse. Because let's see if they said something about that. The change was made so that options more accurately reflect the behavior of the main character when he selects each choice. Oh. Number 4, the Xbox One X is out. Number 5, now, I remember back in the day whenever Xbox talked about gamer points and PlayStation talked about trophies, and whenever you play games, you earn these things. And some people thought you would get real money out of these achievements that you would get. Well, guess what? Believe it or not, PlayStation just launched a way that you can do that. Let's go into the numbers. So this is trophy based. If you get 100 silver trophies, that'll get you 100 Sony rewards points. By the way, you earn Sony rewards points. After you get a few, it turns into actual currency that you can use on the PlayStation Online store. That's amazing. Let's continue. So you get 25 gold trophies will give you 250 points. 10 platinum trophies get you 1,000 points. And guess what? 1,000 Sony reward points, that gets you an equivalent of $10 in the PlayStation Store. And anything under a silver doesn't count for anything. You can have an infinite amount of trophies under silver and you won't get anything. So now I guess trophy hunting matters. But yeah, you could turn them in for PlayStation rewards and get a cool $10 indie game. Number 6, Zelda Breath of the Wild is getting new DLC, and it has to do with Xenoblade Chronicles. You're getting new side quests, and at the end you get some really neat armor. That's it. Number 7, Japan is making some cake-flavored Pepsi. Apparently, their cake is a sponge cake with whipped cream on top. That sounds really good. And they're making a Pepsi out of it. Awesome. Number 7, usually I do new game releases and games that come out this week, but this one's a little bit different because this game was made by a modder. The person who made this was called Andrea Gorey. He made the entire first Castlevania game in the Doom engine. And oh boy, does this look amazing. Now, it is very faithful with a lot of the power-ups that you would see in the original Castlevania game, like knives, holy water. That's awesome. Not only that, you have a whip the whole time that you can whip creatures and enemies with. And I wish this was actually a game I could pay for, because I would pay for this in a minute and play for it without any problem. Now, you can get this game, but it's only for PC or computers, and you have to go to a site called Z Doom Forums. You click in there, and then you'll be able to find out how to get this game. I support this game. I like this game. I think it's amazing. Go check it out if you have a computer, and oh man, tell me how it was. I would like to know, because I don't know if my Mac could run this. Maybe. We'll see, I guess. We have 7 items on most people's favorite part of the show, games that come out this week. Number 1, let's get through the Nintendo games. On 3DS, you have Mario Party Top 100. It looks like the Top 100 Mario Party minigames. Woo-woo. Bonds of Skies. This is a turn-based RPG where you go out on the land and you fight things, and it looks like a turn-based RPG. Then there are some games being re-released for the Switch. Those are Octodad, Deadliest Catch, Doom, Cat Quest, and Snipper Clippers Plus. Cut it out together. Number 2, Whoopo. Let's see what this one's about. Oh, well, wow, this actually looks like a side-scrolling platforming game with shooting mechanics and some level-up mechanics. It looks very, very cute. It looks very, very fun and indie. Like, if you explain an indie game, this is it. I cannot believe this game is coming out right now. I cannot believe it's coming out at this time of year with all the AAA games coming out right now. This game's coming out? This should have been a summer release. This should have been something where no other games are coming out, so that this indie title, which looks great in my opinion, should shine. And oh man, I just feel real bad for the people who made this game. And that's not good. So yeah, but it looks great. Don't get me wrong. This is a great looking game. Number 3, Ace of Seafood? Okay, so there's a game called Ace of Seafood. Okay, and you're underwater, and what is happening? What is happening? Are you in a boat? Are you a robot underwater? What is happening? Oh my gosh, you're a fish fighting more fish. You are a fish or an aquatic creature fighting others under the sea. I thought this was a cooking game. I thought this was going to be a cooking game. No, it's an underwater fighting game. It's awesomely ridiculous. Wow. Buy this game. Stop what you're doing and go get it. Oh my gosh. Number 4, Way of Redemption. Do you like being a soccer goalie? Do you also like dodgeball? Well, then you're going to like Way of Redemption. Way of Redemption, you're stuck in a box. Well, people throw stuff at you and try to throw it behind you. Kind of looks like you have a health bar and a stamina bar. But who knows how those mechanic works? But what we do know that works is making sure those things don't fly behind you and get you out. Way of Redemption, a cool name for a game that looks like it was a side game developed for an even bigger game. So, but it's its own game, and it took the cool name Way of Redemption. Cool. Number 5, Super Lucky's Tale. Now, Super Lucky's Tale was originally released only on PlayStation VR and other VR headsets. And it's finally getting released on Xbox and PC, which is great because this actually looks like a really fun, solid platformer. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this looks dumb," and seeing some of the cutscenes, But when I watched the gameplay, it looks solid, actually. The character doesn't look annoying and doesn't look like he talks a lot. He's just kind of there enjoying life. And then I've been hearing people saying this is a spiritual successor to Crash Bandicoot. So if that's true, I definitely want to play this game. But it's only out for Xbox and PC, so I might have to play it on PC. Number 6, Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces, with some of the most mixed reviews I've ever seen. And yeah, I've heard both good and bad about this game. I think it really comes down to if you're a Sonic fan. And it's crazy because the same team that made Sonic Generations made this. So, like, new Sonic and old Sonic, again, are both in this game. And I almost hate to say it, but can you, like, stick to one? Can you say, you know what, the new Sonic's kind of dumb. Can we just get rid of it and stick to the old Sonic? But maybe they're trying to stick to the story, which most people said is garbage. So I don't know. This is confounding to me. I would play it if someone gave it to me for free. And I would review it or whatever. But this is number 7, Need for Speed Payback, not Playback. Payback. It's another racing game. Do you like what is the movie called with the guys in the? Oh no, that's Need for Speed had Jesse Pinkman in it. What was the Fast and Furious? If you like Fast and Furious, the racing franchise of the movies, then this video game completely takes that plot from them. Completely. I've heard some people say that it is a hot mess because they're trying to do too much in it. So, who knows? But it's a racing game where you're doing antics, running away from the police, and even more antics. Thank you for watching the Weekly News Show. My name is Jean-Marc Lejean. Please hit the like, subscribe button, like you see. You have all the news. Now do whatever you want with it. Thanks for watching. And I got nothing else to add to that.